Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode of DanMachi Season 2. Now, I have indeed seen the first season of this anime, back when it first aired, back before I had a YouTube channel, so no reaction to that on this channel. But I do like the show. It's pretty cool. I especially like the world of it. The idea of this one big dungeon that all the adventurers go through to get stuff and treasures and riches and treasure and level up and the different familias based off of the gods. Like, I really do like the world. That's always been my favorite thing about the show. Of course, Eyes is great as well. But anyway, yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to get with Season 2. I know Season 1, we ended off with that big battle on what was supposed to be the safe zone, where Bell, of course, got the final blow, because he usually does, our protagonist there, with his fancy knife. So, I'm eager to get into it, because I do like the show, overall. And before I do, though, I do have to explain to you my reaction format. I do not show the anime footage in the reaction video itself for copyright infringement prevention reasons. What I do show you is subtitles from the anime that you can see down here in front of the black void right next to a timer, and you can use that stuff as a reference point to grab your own copy of the show and sync it together with the video. And that's what I would like you to do if you can. So, with all out of the way, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, we already saw for the battle, okay. Just get right into it. Ooh. Good job, Belle. You looks like you haven't gotten rusty since Season 1. It's a good thing we have a party that can block attacks like that. Oh, she's here too. Cool. Very good swordsmanship. Bolto! So. That's good. Okay. I was wondering why you were here. Because you're not really a member of the party. Yeah, middle floors can be kind of a nightmare. We ran into a lot of trouble before, didn't we? Yeah, you kind of drew the mobs into them, which was not okay. What your group did. I guess we're doing a little bit of subtle recapping there. Gotta get as close as we can to Eyes. That's life goals right there. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? The answer, of course, being no. Nothing like a good drink after a hard days of adventuring, right? Oh, cool. Yeah, congrats, Welf. We have another level 2 now. I have faith in you. I'm sure you'll only make the top quality stuff. Is it? Oh yeah. Gotta love all this subtle recapping. That is what she looks like. Probably because she sometimes has animal ears, you know. Oh. Okay, that's good. Be a bit upsetting to break up in the first 5 minutes of the first episode. Yeah, I would love Miko to join our group, like, full-time. That'd be great. I mean, aren't you guys kind of all in different familia? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Okay, who was that? I bet that was quite an adventure. And so who is that little brat over there? Okay, yeah, it is this type of character. Uh... What exactly are you trying to accomplish with this? Well, it's a good thing he's not you, or you're not him, or whatever. But yeah, DanMachi always has these kind of scenes as well. Okay, we're this scene ended a fight if things don't stop soon. What familia are you even a part of? Did we have to have a scene like this in the very first episode? Okay, yeah. Insulting others, that's what's gonna bother Belle a lot more. You know, you can go stab him, Belle. I'd be okay with that. Really don't badmouth this goddess. Oh, damn. Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. It's okay. These some slippery cups. And yeah, like I thought, this ended in a fight. Nice sweep the leg. Yeah, it was a joke now. Yeah, want some of this? Oh, he's probably a bit tougher. It's definitely fast. Okay. Might want to, yeah, watch out for yourself. Oh, damn. Well, that didn't go well. Okay, he's with Apollo Familia. Well, that explains the power difference. Can somebody, like, help here? Anybody? Oh. Bait. Yeah, I might not want to bother him. Zeke probably beats you. Well, I don't really care, so screw you. Screw your entire group. Just go away. Nobody likes you. He literally did nothing wrong. Oh. Of course, that's the first bit of Hestia we see in the show. Everything's right with the world. That's a good thing. Belle's way too much of a goody two-shoes, so if we could improve on that a little bit, that'd be nice. Well, it can't be helped if you're not the one that started it, which he wasn't. Yeah, you don't badmouth the... You don't badmouth that goddess, okay. We'll try that next time. We'll see how it goes. But I still might end up in a fight, so be prepared for that. Yeah. Are we gonna have a talk with Apollo? They started it. I gotta scolded me. It couldn't be helped. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, the cup slipped out of, Whelp's hand, so... Well, yeah, we don't want to overdo it and get in trouble like we have in the past. That depends. Who's asking? Okay. I hope it's not a love letter. Oh, of course, from the Apollo Familia. Yeah, I kind of guessed that. Really? Not quite what I expected. But that could be trouble. Ow. Well. Okay, what exactly is this all about? Yeah, it's definitely interesting timing. I would suggest not go in personally, because I don't see it ending well at all. What kind of history are we talking here? Well, it would feel better if they came along. So I guess we're going, so hopefully it doesn't go too bad. I'm sure there'll be like a scene, you know, made, but hopefully it doesn't get too bad. Oh, looks alright. It's so weird to see Hestia not wear her signature outfit. I mean, he really insisted you bring Belle, that's what he wanted. She looks quite nice. Yeah, because Hestia is usually one that gives people luxury. Yeah, very fancy. Yeah, let the whole building know, why don't you? Okay. Oh yeah, she does look quite nice. Of course, Asui's the one that you care about. And she does look very good as well. I don't think she enjoys this attention, though. Oh, wow. I was expecting her to hit him, but, like, wow. That was a bit hard. Case Caesar. Is it? I figured it was. And those are the two that gave the letter. And that's probably the other guy that beat him up, right? I figured he would be a high up member of the Familia. I already don't like him by his voice. The way he speaks, rather. Yeah, some in particular. Yeah, there's a plan here. Yeah, Hestia gotta get on that free food. You know, as you can see over the table. Don't know if that's a good idea. It honestly wasn't a good idea to come, but my mouth is busy eating, leave me alone. Yeah, it's not what I wanted to hear, but not surprising. Yeah, her. That's the girl I think she is. Yeah, Freya, that's Freya. That's Freya. It was as beautiful as always, but yeah, do not look at one of the most beautiful characters in this show. She'll steal you away from me. It has been a while, hasn't it? Okay, a little bit of blush in there. Ow. Ow. Okay, getting kind of close there. Well, that was a hard no. Just always have the same hair color. Yeah, she's probably she's a lot more than you can handle, Belle. Like, seriously, you might want to stay away from that. She will break you. That was Loki, yeah. And eyes. Damn. Already starting the fight with these two. The nerve. Man, she is savage. And she does look very good in that too. A little bit shy, their eyes. Have you two not met before? Now that I think about it, you two might not have. At least not talked much. Well, that's just not true. Not even remotely true. I'm afraid I'm with Loki on this one. Gotta accept that, bestia. Man, she looks nice in that dress. Well, I think those two might want to... No? Okay. Thought Eyes would say a couple things to him before she left, but oh well. That walk. Loki's not exactly a normal god, so... So waiting for the Apollo Familia to make a move here. We're kind of running out of time in the episode. Yeah, looking a little bit suspicious. What's his face? Well, so this looks like some sort of move is being made here. This looks very suspicious. How do they not see Bell, like, right there? Okay, now he sees him. Don't be silly. He's nowhere. He's not that type of character. I mean, he ran away when he fell into the bath the first season. It's to save people. Well, that's a good reason right there. So, and he knows what's up. And that's what he did, so... There's certainly better familiars to join, but not a bad one. There's also worse ones to join. Though most of them kind of rejected Bell, his application, so... SD is what he got, and he's happy with it. Unless Hestia makes him, I don't see him doing that. He makes a fair point, Bell. I want to take up the chance. If I would hurry up, Bell's gonna take up all the pretty girls. Wouldn't want that. Oh, that's not okay, dude. That's Bell's dance partner. Bell, get in there. She clearly wants to dance with you, so... Amazing acting. So why don't you go dance with Belle over there? Okay. Yeah, her base is pretty cool. Really was able to give Belle the nudge there. Just don't step on her feet or accidentally pull her dress down and it should be fine. Because she does like you, I'm pretty sure. You know, it's just hard to tell though because she's more quiet than Hestia and Lily and all the other girls in the show. Okay. Okay, I guess that was the example for Belle. It's nice to see people just trying to help out Belle. That was a cute head tilt. I liked it. You're not that tall, Belle. How would... I'm pretty sure you're shorter than that. Are you stepping... Are you using your tippy toes? Okay, it's going alright, I guess. Yeah, there's things, better things to look at upward. Regroup. Like we're making this like a dungeon adventure. Yeah, no need for skill, just have fun. See, this looks much more smooth now. Oh, a little twirl. See, this is much more pleasant. How dare you dance with my #1 Familia member? Okay, guys, yeah, don't mess up. Don't mess with that. They're both happy. They're both having fun. How about we not do that? There's a joke there somewhere that I'm not willing to make. That... Why does it make Belle look so much taller than he actually is? Bugs me a little bit. Well, yeah, but a group of Minotaurs would make Freya happy. You know. I don't like that look. I really don't like that look. Your children started it. I knew this scene was coming eventually, so... Oh, God. No, he's full of it. Do you have witnesses that are not part of your own familia? This is why I said we shouldn't come. Yeah, that's what's going on here. A war game. In high school DxD flashbacks. So what exactly is a war game? And... Oh, those are fighting words right there. Ugh, you are just... Yeah, very creepy. So glad we're not a part of your familia. If we could crush that familia next, you know? Okay, so I guess this is our opening. That was a very interesting first shot. She slightly moves and the jiggle was real, regardless. I see this as the opening. I like the panning of the camera, how that was done in some of these shots. Well, that's also pretty cool. Very protective, I guess. Oof, that was pretty nice. Yeah, some really cool shots in the opening. There's our evil girl. I don't see any teeth brushing though. It's a bit of a problem. Nothing cooler than practicing your swordsmanship in the rain. Gotta grab on that arm, I guess. DanMachi 2. Apollo, the sun god. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's Apollo. Okay. So that was the first episode of the second season of DanMachi. And yeah, pretty standard for first episode for the most part. We started off right in the action with them in the dungeon with Mikoto, I think her name was, something like that. The one girl. And that was interesting, a little bit unexpected, but I'm okay with it. I'd be more than happy if she joined the group full time. That'd be fine. So the real problems with the care, well, not a problem with the show. The main conflict, I should say, with this first episode was when we were at the bar drinking, having a good time, and then the Apollo Familia decided to just kind of be just douchebags, and we see a lot of that in this show. And that's one thing that's kind of bugged me a little bit about the show, is just how many adventures just seem kind of scummy. I mean, not all of them, of course, but just there seems to just be a lot of adventures and even Familia that just really they just kind of suck, you know. And I guess it's realistic in a way, but you know, just especially with the Lily stuff when that was first introduced, to really just try to paint a picture of every adventurer is scum except for Belle. Like it kind of tried to do that with that part of the show. But anyway, I don't want to talk about season 1 too much. Anyway, the point is to not get off topic. Apollo Familia decided to pick a fight with Belle, and I don't know how much of this was like planned and how much of this was just taking advantage of how the situation went. But in the scene, they were clearly trying to provoke Belle and all that. Like the second we saw that kid over there, he looked like a grade A douchebag, just the way he was sitting there and everything. The moment I saw him, I was like, okay, he's gonna cause a problem. He's gonna be obnoxious. It's gonna happen in a couple minutes, and it's gonna be tough to watch. And I was right about pretty much everything that I thought about in that scene. And then it happened. He just pops up. He starts insulting Belle, his group, his goddess, and that's what really put him over the edge. And it was actually Wealth that just like tossed the cup into his face, and yeah, it was just an accident, you know, just slippery cup. So there's go to take a drink, and it's like whoosh, just flies away. It happens sometimes, you know, you deal with it. But that's what really got the fight going, and we were pretty much defeating them pretty easily, except for the one guy that was clearly one of the higher ups of his Familia. Level 3 to Belle being level 2, so that fight was only ever going to go one way, really. Especially when you just kind of got a little bit of an element of surprise there, just kind of jumping into it right away like that. But anyway, luckily, you know, Bait was there to kind of calm things down. Who knows how far it would have went, because he was like straight up trying to choke Belle to death, it looked like. So luckily we were able to stop that there. However, that really wasn't the end of things, because after this, Apollo, the Familia, had an idea to take advantage of the situation to get some sort of compensation from Belle, Hestia, whatever, however you want to call it. And they basically want to take Belle. I mean, yeah, because her Familia really doesn't have a lot as far as assets and finances go. So if there was supposed to be any sort of compensation, it would have to just be Belle himself. That's really all that Hestia has to give, and that's the one thing she doesn't want to give. So clearly, we had to do something about that, which I guess is a war game. Now, I don't know what that entails. Like, when it was mentioned, the first thing I thought of was High School DxD, and their ranking game, I think they called it in that show. That's what I imagined, like, immediately when I heard that. So, I don't know how similar it is to that, but the problem is, yeah, Hestia doesn't have a very big Familia. Like, it's just Belle, so if it is just a Familia on Familia thing, then there wouldn't be much to be done there from their side. So hopefully at the very least Belle is able to use his party members that he does have from other Familia. But I have no idea what the rules are of a war game. I'm sure we'll get an explanation of that next episode if we're going to accept it, and I guess we're going to have to. They wouldn't bring it up if we weren't actually going to do it. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But hopefully we can get past this. But this is why I didn't want to go there. Maybe they felt they needed to, but I still felt it would have been a better idea to not show up. Like, any consequences that there would have been to not show up, I think would have been better than having to deal with this facade, this joke going on here by that Apollo douchebag. But yeah, there's no change in the past. That's what the situation we got into. But we did have some good things happen with this event. For example, Belle actually got to dance with Eyes, which I'm sure he's enjoying a lot. You could tell he was enjoying. He was obviously pretty nervous, and it took a lot of pushing to even get this to happen. You know, Hermes and Miko, whatever they call the other guy's name, they both kind of helped out with this, and they made it happen, though, because he danced with her. And although it was off to a bit of a shaky start, once he really started to not worry so much about it, look her in the eye and all that stuff. It actually went pretty smoothly. So yeah, nice experience for Belle, I'm sure. Of course, Hestia and Loki weren't a big fan of any of that. They kind of be carried away. But, you know, who cares about them? It's not for them to decide, you know? It's their children can do what they want. They're not their mothers, you know? Let's see what else I want to say about the episode. I mean, the interactions between Hestia and Loki were always fun. I always enjoy watching that. The whole dynamic when one's tall and flat, the other's short and busty. It's always kind of funny, the type of insults they can throw at each other because of that. Imagine if they combined into one person, that'd be quite something, wouldn't it? So yeah, I really like the opening though. I assume that's what we got at the end of was the opening. That was really cool. I probably like it better than Season 1's. I'd have to see it again to really know for sure, but I did like it quite a bit. I thought the camera work and everything, animation was all very smooth, very nice, very well done. Man, Hermes was... Apollo was really creepy in that one shot, like, just good gun. Not in the opening, like, near the end of the episode. And I do like how Hestia just never bothered to actually properly say Aiza's name. It's always just Wallen, so what's it? Like, she just badly says her family name. So... I'm glad that that's still a thing. She'll never change. So yeah, pretty good start to the season, I would say. Even though I never really enjoy those sort of scenes where you have some random douchebag adventurer just kind of start being very rude to, very rude to Belle. Like, the season one, we had a few of those scenes. Like, the one where he was in there, and so was the Loki Familia, and Bait was just going off on him. Like, that one was really hard to watch, especially. But there's always scenes like that in this show. Anyway, solid first episode, though. It's nice to have the show back, and I look forward to more. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.